वेलकम एवरीवन, वेलकम इन द टुडे ज्योमेट्री सेशन में आप सभी का यहाँ पे स्वागत करता हूँ। और चलिए आज मैं आपको बता दूं कि हम स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ 30, 60 और 90 डिग्री थ्योरम। सो इस थ्योरम को हम यहाँ पे आज प्रूव करेंगे। चलिए देखते हैं स्टेटमेंट क्या है थ्योरम का। सो द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द थ्योरम इज इफ द मेजर्स ऑफ एंगल्स ऑफ अ ट्राइंगल आर 30 डिग्री, 60 डिग्री एंड 90 डिग्री, then side opposite to 30 degree is half of its hypotenuse and side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 by 2 times of its hypotenuse. So in this figure you can observe here in triangle ABC, angle A equal to 60 degrees, C equal to 30 degree and B equal to 90 degree. So we have to prove that side AB, which is opposite to 30 degree angle, is half of the hypotenuse AC, and side AB, BC, opposite to the angle 60 degree, which is root 3 by 2 times of the hypotenuse AC. तो ये हमें प्रूव करना है। चलिए यहाँ पे पहले गिवन लिखते हैं क्या है। So in triangle ABC we have, in triangle ABC angle B equal to 90 degree, angle C equal to 30 degree, angle A equal to 60 degree. So to prove, we have to prove two things. So we are going to prove two statements. That is, first one, AB equals to half of AC, and second one, that is BC equal to root 3 by 2 times of AC. So, but for the proving this one, we have to do a construction because the given information is insufficient. तो आपको यहाँ पे कंस्ट्रक्शन करना पड़ेगा। वो कंस्ट्रक्शन क्या है, यहाँ पे मैं लिखता हूं, टेक पॉइंट D on extended segment AB such that that is AB equals to BD and join seg CD. So यहां पे आपको AB को एक्सटेंड करना है, उसमें एक पॉइंट D लेना है और उसको C के साथ भी ज्वाइन करना है। तो फॉर एग्जांपल यहां पे हम इसको एक्सटेंड करते हैं। लेट दिस इज द एक्सटेंडेड सेगमेंट AB, पॉइंट D is here and now join segment CD. So this is the joining of segment CD. So we have to prove that AB equal to half of AC and BC equal to root 3 by 2 times of AC. But for that, first of all, we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. But according to the condition now, AB equal to BD, यहाँ पे AB equal to BD है, BC equal to BC, common side of the both of the triangles, and ABC equal to DBC, 90 degree each है. So hence, we can prove these two triangles are congruent by yes. But what is the use of these two triangles or the congruence of triangles? So according to the congruence, we can say that angle BAC is congruent to angle BDC. Okay, because these are the corresponding angles of congruent triangles. But angle BAC equal to 60, so angle BDC is also equal to 60 degree. It means we get the two angles of larger triangle ACD of measure 60 degree each. So hence the remaining angle, that is angle ACD, is also equal to 60 degree. It means we get triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. That's why we can say that is AD equal to AC equal to DC. All the sides of equilateral triangle are equal. So but already we taken that AB is half of AD according to our construction, and AD equal to AC. So hence from statement first and second we can say that AB is also half of AC. AB AC के हाफ क्यों होगा? क्योंकि AB AD को हाफ है और AD AC को इक्वल है। And after that we can prove BC equal to root 3 by 2 times of AC by Pythagoras theorem, applying the Pythagoras theorem for the right angle triangle ABC. तो चलिए यहाँ पे उसका प्रूफ देखते हैं पहले। So in the proof, first we have to prove the congruence. So in triangle ABC and triangle DBC, in these two triangles, segment AB congruent to segment BD by construction. Next, angle ABC equal or the congruent to angle DBC, because since we can write BC is perpendicular to AD, it means each of 90 degree. And next, segment BC is congruent to segment BC because this is common side. Common side. So therefore we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by SAS test. These two triangles are congruent by SAS test. Therefore we can write that is angle BAC equal to angle BDC by CACT. These are the corresponding angles of congruent triangles. But angle BAC equal to 60 degree. Therefore angle BDC is also equal to 60 degree. So therefore we can say that in triangle ACD, angle CBA or maybe angle that is DAC equal to angle ADC equal to angle ACD equal to 60 degree each by angle sum property. So by the angle sum property we can write the all three angles are 60 degree each. So therefore we can say that triangle ACD is an equilateral triangle. So this is an equilateral triangle, and that's why we can write that all of the sides of equilateral triangle are equal in length. So यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे तीनों साइड अब equal in length है. So therefore we can write that is AD equal to AC equal to BC, sides of equilateral triangle. Sides of equilateral triangle, like the statement number 1. But that is AB equal to half of AD according to the construction. By construction, therefore we can say that is AB equal to half of AC from 1 and let it be second statement. Because we have already taken that AB equal to half of AD, because take point D on extended segment AB such that AB equal to BD, it means B is the midpoint of AD and AB is half of AD. So that's why AB is also half of AC. So this is your first proof. Now we are going to prove that is BC equal to root 3 by 2 times of AC. How? So now in right triangle ABC, by Pythagoras theorem, we can write that is what BC square is equal to AC square minus AB square. AC square minus AB square, but the value of AB in the statement number second, that is half of AC. So we can substitute this value respect to the AB. So it means AC square minus half of AC whole square. Half of AC whole square. Now we can simplify that. So therefore we can write, therefore BC square is equal to, that we can write AC square minus AC square by 4, because square of the 1 is also 1. So, but now this is the subtraction of fraction, and that's why we have to equalize the denominators. अब यहाँ पे equal करने पड़ेंगे denominator. इसका मतलब ये है 4AC square minus AC square divided by common denominator 4. So this will get with the subtraction 3AC square upon 4. Therefore we can write BC is equal to root 3 by 2 times of AC by taking square roots. Taking square roots of the both sides. So दोनों साइड के जब हम स्क्वायर रूट लेंगे तब हमें BC equal to root 3 by 2 times of AC मिलेगा. So this is the proof of property of 30, 60 and 90 degree. Now we are going to prove the next property of the 45, 45, 90 degree. Now the property of 45, 45 and 90 degree. So what is the property of this one? The property is if the measures of angles of a triangle are 45 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree, then each side opposite to the 45 degree angle is 1 by root 2 times of AC, or 1 by root 2 times of its hypotenuse. So here we can observe in this triangle ABC, the measures of angles are 45 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree. A and C are the measures of 45 degree and B equal to 90 degree. So we have to prove that the each side opposite to 45, it means here are the two sides AB and BC opposite to 45 degree angle, and we have to prove these both sides are 1 by root 2 times of AC. So here we can write the given. So in triangle now, in triangle ABC, angle B equal to 90 degree and angle A equal to angle C equal to 45 degree. So to prove, we have to prove that now AB is equal to BC equal to 1 by root 2 times of AC. So prove. So there is no need to draw any construction for the proof of this, because by applying the Pythagoras theorem simply we can prove this. Okay. So here in triangle ABC, angle A equal to angle C equal to 45 degree. This is given. यह हमें दिया गया है. So that's why we can say that therefore AB equal to BC by converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Because just in the previous video we had studied about the isosceles triangle theorem and the converse of isosceles triangle theorem. It means if the two angles of a triangle are equal, then the side opposite to them are also equal. So that's why we taken that AC equal to BC. Let the statement move on. Now in triangle, now by Pythagoras theorem, we can write what is AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. AB square plus BC square equal to AC square, but we can reply BC square with the AB square. That is AB square plus AB square equal to AC square from statement number first. Because in the first BC and AB are equal, so hence we can replace BC with the AB. So that's why we get 2AB square is equal to AC square. It means we get AB square equal to 1 by 2 AC square. 1 by 2 AC square, because by changing the side, 2 is going in the division of AC. So by taking the square roots, now we get AB is equal to BC is equal to 1 by root 2 times of AC, taking square roots. Taking square roots. So this is the proof of property of 45 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree. So now we are going to learn the next concept, that is the median of triangle. What is the median of triangle? So I am going to erase this one. Next, median of triangle. So what is the median? For example, we have any triangle ABC as shown in the figure, and let point D is the midpoint of side BC. So the segment joining vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of its opposite side, it is called median. The segment joining vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of its opposite side is called a median. So according to this definition, we can conclude how many medians can be drawn to a single triangle. Because we know that in a triangle, every side is opposite to any one of the vertex, and every vertex is opposite to any one of the side. So according to this property, we can draw 3 medians to any one of the triangle. Any triangle. So it means suppose E is the midpoint of AC and F is the midpoint of AB, then also we can say that is now AD, B and CF are the 3 medians of triangle ABC. Next, one thing we can observe in the same figure, That is, the all three medians of this triangle ABC are passes through a single point, and let this point will be G. Why we can show the point of intersection of three medians of triangle using Z? Because G is called center of gravity and it is identified as the centroid of the medians. It means we can simply say that three medians of a triangle are concurrent. Concurrent means what? They are intersect in just one point. If two or more than two lines intersected in a single point, then they are called concurrent lines. Remember that there is a difference between the word concurrent and congruent. Okay? If two or more than two lines passes through a single point, then they are called concurrent lines, and that point is called point of concurrence. So here, three medians of triangle ABC are concurrent and the point of concurrent is G. So we are going to study about the properties of median. Properties of median. Now, so which are the properties of median? So first property of the median. Medians are all medians of triangle are concurrent. इसका मतलब ये है कि ट्रायंगल के तीनों मीडियंस कॉन्करेंट होते हैं. नेक्स्ट, सेकंड, द पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन और मे बी पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्करेंस इज कॉल्ड सेंट्रॉइड. सो जो मीडियन के पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्करेंस होते हैं, वो पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्करेंस होता है दैट इज जी, इट इज सेंट्रॉइड. नेक्स्ट, थर्ड वन, centroid is denoted by capital G. Centroid is denoted by capital G. Next, centroid is also known as center of gravity. Center of gravity for any triangular lamina. So you must have to focus on this point. Why centroid is called center of gravity? So remember that center of gravity means if we cut any plywood in the triangular shape and draw three medians of it, then we get one point of intersection. But if we place that point exactly on the tip of your pen, then you will get that the exact balance of the whole triangular lamina in the single point. It means the centroid is the center of gravity. सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी का मतलब ये है कि अगर उसी पॉइंट पे आप वो पॉइंट किसी भी एक नुकीले चीज पर आप रख दो तो वो जो ट्रायंगुलर लैमिना है वो बैलेंस हो जाएगा. इट मींस द बैलेंस पॉइंट ऑफ द ट्रायंगुलर लैमिना, इट इज कॉल्ड सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी. एंड लास्ट, फिफ्थ, दैट इज द प्रॉपर्टी, दैट इज सेंट्रॉइड डिवाइड्स each median into the ratio 2:1. तो सेंट्रॉइड हर मीडियन को 2:1 रेशियो में डिवाइड करता है. सो दीज आर सम प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सेंट्रॉइड एज वेल एज द मीडियंस ऑफ ट्रायंगल. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न अबाउट द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ मीडियन ड्रॉन ऑन द हाइपोटेन्यूज इन राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल. जस्ट so what is the property of median drawn on hypotenuse? So we are going to discuss this property now. What is the property? The property is the median drawn on the hypotenuse in a right angle triangle is exactly half of its hypotenuse. Again, I'll repeat the same property. The length of the median drawn on the hypotenuse in right angle triangle, then it is half to its hypotenuse. It means we have, suppose according to this figure, triangle ABC is any right angle triangle and D is the midpoint of side AC. So BD is called median drawn on the hypotenuse AC from the right angle vertex. So according to our property, that is median BD is exactly half of AC. तो यही हमें शो करना है. That means if in triangle ABC angle B equal to 90 degree and BD is median, then we can say that then BD equals to half of AC. This is the major property of the median drawn on the hypotenuse in right angle triangle. You must have to write the proof of this property as your own, because this property is useful for the solving of some problems based on this property. It means this property is not generally asked in the exam of your board exam in the 10th standard. So you must have to write the proof of this property you own. So for till we are going to stop here. So bye bye.